right, car hater here, doing something a little different, and just giving some advice here. Could even be under not so much hate, but you know what? When it comes to leasing, it is a very stressful thing. Just recently, I saw a lease special supposedly on this BMW 320i for, I think it was like $299 a month, zero down. But you know, when you get to the website, of course, that's not the case. So let's just go over what a lease is really all about. Okay, so you see here, $289 a month, right? First month's payment, $27.50 down. The beautiful acquisition fee, the $925 that BMW loves to throw on every single car. Okay, that's like their little bank fee, whatever you want to call it. $39.64 due at signing. Okay, they say there's a $2,500 lease credit already in there. All right, and keep in mind, you know, this is a very base car. It's probably like $33,000. It's nothing special. But what about the overages? Is it really that bottom price here? No. Okay. Here's what they're missing. They're missing something called tax. Now, I'm going to use 7% just as a baseline. The 7% would become $728.28, but I'm going to round. Okay. So, the thing about this is, you're going to pay tax on the amount of what you lease the car for, the amount of payments, those 36 payments, which actually comes out to $10,404. Okay, so that's where the 728 comes from. Then there's the motor vehicle fee. Usually they charge around $325. They might even credit you back some of the money depending. Now, here's the real two killers that totally destroy everything. Okay, guys, and this is where you really got to pay attention here. You have the dock fee. $4.99 at most of these dealerships here in New Jersey. I know this. I know it to be a fact. This is what they charge. Then they always like to throw in this BS with etching. Etching is like a dollar sort of thing where it acids into the windshield, and they try to say, well, it's going to save you money on insurance and all the glass is covered. They usually charge about $3.99 for that. It's totally, totally ridiculous. Okay? So when it's all said and done, you have $1,951 added on top of this so-called due at signing. Okay? The total amount really to lease this car is going to be $5,915, almost $6,000 out the door on this car. Then they have something called a disposition fee. That's another $350. That's when you return the car because these boat anchors aren't going anywhere and they don't know what to do with them. So they're actually charging you for that. So let's just talk about a little bit of lingo. I have to read this to you. So there's something called gross capitalized cost, the agreed upon value of the vehicle that I pay over the lease term. Then there's capitalized cost reduction, the amount of any net trade-in allowance, rebate, non-cash credit, or cash I pay that reduces the gross capitalized cost. So this sort of thing, you trade it in your vehicle, you know, that sort of, you know, military discount, this sort of discount, whatever they can maybe throw in. All right. Residual value. The value of any vehicle at the end of the lease used in calculating my base monthly payment. As we all know, though, these cars just plummet in value and they're pretty much worthless by the end of the lease. So the funny thing is that the amount, you'll sometimes see these guys work magic, the car already lost its value on many of these vehicles. Depreciation and any amortized amounts, the amount charged of the vehicle's decline in value through normal use and other items paid over the lease term. There's something else here I'm seeing like rent charge, total of base monthly payments, lease payments, base monthly payment, monthly sales use tax. They have so many different things that it's a real killer on people. You know, people just want to rent cars. They're not interested in owning them anymore. And here, like I said, $33,450. That's basically probably the car that you're going to get a base price of that vehicle. So when you're out there looking, just make sure. I would say the biggest thing you should do is ask them, what are your other fees? Do you have a dock fee? Do you have an, believe it or not, I've seen it before, and this may not be only really on new car stores, used cars, where, nice car, where they have a advertising fee. Then they have a prep fee. They have that wonderful prep fee. That's them actually cleaning the car for you. All right. So just make sure the most important things is, hey, can you give me a price with everything out the door before I even come there? Don't waste your time. You'd be surprised. Look at the numbers I showed you and how much more money it can be before you're thinking, hey, I only need 3 G's out of pocket. But when it's all said and done, look where you're at. It's a real shame. And it's not just BMW doing this. It's all car companies. And it also has to do with the used car market too, which is in excess too. You guys have to realize something, okay? Let's just say, and sometimes it's funny when I go into dealerships and we're trying to do consulting or advertising, what I say to them is this: all right, what's your doc fee? Okay, how many cars did you sell last month? All right. So let's just say this. If this BMW dealership sold 253 cars last month times $499, that's $126,247 just in a doc fee. Do you know what that doc fee is? That's the paperwork that you and both the sales person is actually signing together. Okay? Then usually now it'll be going through a computer and you'll just sign an initial everywhere. Yes, that's costing you $500 for some ink. Can you imagine that? Good profitability. They're not necessarily making so much money on the car. They're making money on the fees. All right? So there's just a little advice from your car hater. Stay tuned for more info out there from us. Thank you.
Follow Automotive Ad Builder on our social networking sites to keep up with the latest videos, reviews, autos for sale, and vehicle marketing solutions. We also welcome any questions or comments. One of our staff will be happy to help you.